All right, guys. Um, so this is my review of Stuber. Just got done watching it last night. And I thought I'd do a review of my new little like series I'm doing with movies and stuff. I'm gonna be doing another one soon. Um, Hopefully you guys can hear me. Yeah, okay. So, Stuber is pretty good movie. I'd say go watch it. Go check it out. It's kind of a funny slash serious movie, I guess, if you want to call it that. Um, Basically, it's got Bautista in it, and I forgot his real name, but and it's got that I think is he Puerto Rican? I don't wanna fuck that up, but anyways, it's got this guy in it, and he's in a lot of movies. Lately, I've seen him in a lot of movies, and he's always really funny. Um, so it's basically about them and Batista. I can't remember his name. I always call him Batista. That's what I know him by. He's basically a cop, and he's trying to take down his. In the beginning, his this is gonna be spoilers, but in the beginning, his partner dies. Um, I don't really know if it was his wife or what it was. I guess it was his wife. I never really. I don't know if it told us that in the movie. If it did, I don't remember. But what? Anyways, moving on. So yeah, it was his wife or something like that, partner. And she dies to this guy to Kyle or something like that. I can't pronounce his name. Um, some Asian or Chinese guy. Basically, he's like a man on a mission. Well, his eyesight gets gone, and um, he gets eye work done. It's actually it's really funny. Cause if you've ever had eye work done or anything like that, it's really hard to see and shit like that. Um, I would say that it's a little far fetched because his eyesight comes back, and at that point it wouldn't come back that fast. But I mean, all being, I really liked it. I really liked how they played through it. I really liked Batista and this guy put together. I probably should have got their names before recording this, but you can see right here. These guys are really funny together, so I'm gonna mute the audio because copyright. But I mean they're just so funny together, and he's called like Stuber, but his name's like Stu. Everybody calls him Stu. Now going through, basically, like I said, it's pretty good scenes. He's just like get the fuck out of the car, and I like how they always hint that Batista's like this big ass dude, and they're always like hinting towards him bench pressing and stuff, and it's actually kind of weird. Um, but I know back in the day when I watched WWE, actually as a kid, Batista was one of my favorite wrestlers, and he was so big. He was such a big wrestler. I don't think he was super tall though. He might have been like 6'3" or 6'4". Don't recall me on that. But so yeah. So basically, Stu the whole time is doesn't want to do this. He doesn't want to do anything for Batista or help him or anything. He's trying to get to this girl, and basically the girl, you could just tell you can tell like this movie's really predictable. And that's one of the downfalls I had. It's a little too predictable. Like I liked the movie. I did. But they needed to make more of an effort. It was too predictable. Like he met that girl. They opened up a yoga center or some shit together, fitness yoga thing or spin class bullshit. And I knew right off the bat. I said, "Oh." As soon as he introduced him to the daughter, I knew they were gonna get together, and he was gonna drop the other girl. I knew it right off the bat. And actually, as soon as actually way before that, as soon as Stu was calling the girl, and she was like, I'm gonna call him back, and I'm gonna try to talk to him. And he's supposed to come over. I knew right then and there. I already knew that he wasn't gonna be with her, and blah blah blah. That none of that was gonna happen. Um, so that was a downside for me. Another positive thing I really had here was Stu is like really like I wouldn't say smart. Yeah, I'd say smart actually. He's like really intellectual, so like he realizes the world for what it is. If you know what if you really know what I'm getting at. So Stu is really like he sees that Bautista or whatever his name is. I can't remember his name. He sees that Bautista was is using like he says he goes out on a his dad left him out on a like a what was it, in the middle of the woods or some shit or something like that, and Stu realizes that that's just he has dad issues or shit like that. So it's just like something. Stu is really intellectual in this, and it's kind of hard to explain, but you'll know what I mean if you watch the movie. Um, but yeah, so he gets so he does shoot somebody, and it gets pretty intense, and then I mean, this movie was really action filled, and I really liked the fighting and the action, man. I mean, the scenes were so well played out. I mean, Batista was just, I loved Batista in this movie. I loved them both. They were both really good. I mean, Batista just fucking, knocks people the fuck out, and it's really cool to, to see him in movies still because, I always thought he was I always thought he was a really good Dwayne Johnson, you know what I mean? Dwayne the Rock Johnson. Whereas like, The Rock or Dwayne the Rock Johnson, Dwayne Johnson is a really good movie actor, and I think Batista's right there with him. Like, I don't want to compare him to him because obviously, The Rock is he's been an actor for a long time. He's really good at it. But I really like Batista. He's really good at acting. When they give him a part where he's the tough guy, the big guy, I think he's gonna nail it every time. So I really liked it, guys. Um, Basically wrapping up here. I would go watch it as soon as you can. Really funny movie. Had me cracked up a few times. You know what I mean? I wasn't, I wasn't laughing my ass off, but I really cracked up a few times. Like I really laughed pretty hard um, throughout the movie. Um, and it's just overall a really good movie. Um, so, but yeah, so let's go back over the positives and negatives. So the positive was that the acting was really good, the action was really good. The story, well, we'll get to that. So the action was really good, the acting was good. Um, the the plot was kind of bad in my opinion. I really think the plot was pretty fucking bad. Um, but that's just my opinion. I really feel like him having a partner that died and then calling an Uber because he drives into a fucking ditch and then he gets paired with it. It's just so predictable and it's fucking it's a little much, you know what I mean? But it is a far-fetched movie and it was fun to watch. But besides that, I mean, everything overall was pretty good. I mean, like I said, it was very predictable. The plot was pretty shit, honestly. Wish it was a little bit better of a plot, but so I'm gonna give this movie an 8 out of 10. It definitely loses 2 points for predictability mainly. The plot I can look over and say, hey, I had a good time watching this movie. The plot it was okay, but the predictability was and they kind of always are in most of these funny movies, but this one was just like maybe it's just because I've been watching too many movies, but I don't know. This one just straight up knew exactly what was gonna happen 90% of the time. So yeah, that's my rating, guys, and I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you guys go watch it and you have a good time watching it because it is a pretty decent movie. I definitely would say it's worth, like you could watch it on YouTube for 5.99. It's definitely worth $6. You know what I mean? Definitely worth $6 rental. Watch it with your friends. It'd be pretty good to watch with your friends. So, all right, guys. So that's my review, and I'll see you on the next one.